I'm also recording this, so everybody on YouTube, hello, how's it going? Welcome to my announcement video. Technically it was a stream, but it is also a video on YouTube. So if you want to go back and watch it, anybody in Twitch chat currently, it'll be on my YouTube channel, Oh Nerd. Probably linked down below the stream somewhere, probably. I think I have all those set up, I don't know. But it looks like everything's pretty stable. My frames aren't dropping. My bitrate's solid. It looks like the stream quality is pretty good. Yeah. I think I set everything up properly, which is a first. I mean, I know I was 4 minutes late, but that's because Streamlabs, I hadn't signed in to it in like 30 days, so it lost my authentication key or whatever, so I had to reset that. I kind of forgot that it even did that, so that one's on me, but we're here now, so very exciting. Very exciting. So, anyways, let's just go ahead and get straight into it. Ooh, 2 viewers. Wow, very cool. We doubled up, everybody. Thanks for showing up. So, here's the plan. I'll let a few minutes for you guys to get in here. Welcome. So that's first thing off the list. Check, done. Next thing, we're going to talk about, first thing on the list, we're going to talk about the gaming stream. It's got some lag. I think it's you. That's all I'm going to say. I think it's your internet. I don't know. It doesn't show any frame drops or anything on my end. About 0.1%, I think it says here, which is probably the very beginning. Can I get actual information? Thank you for, oh, I don't have any notifications. So yeah, it doesn't look like it's picking up anything on my end. But I am also just like raw streaming 1080p, which isn't really conducive to anybody on mobile or people with like not crazy fast internet. So I don't know. Once I get, I don't even know if it's affiliate or if I gotta be like partnered with them to do that, to stream different quality. That would be nice, but I don't remember which one it is. So. Not much I can necessarily do there. It looks like everything on my stream is in good health, is what it's saying. Yeah, it is good quality, no notifications. I've dropped 0.1% of frames, which I don't know if I can even like fix that. Everything's backed up, bandwidth is fine. Yeah. If I see that number jump, I'll try and lower some quality or something to see if that fixes it, but it might also be because I was watching my stream as well, which I'll go ahead and disable here so it doesn't suck up any extra bandwidth, just in case that was something that was causing issues. But it should be just the chat now and then us. So yeah, I'll keep an eye on that, and if that keeps spiking, then I'll take a look at it before we do the next stream, because I don't want that. And it may also be because I am recording at the same time, but I don't know what my recording settings are. They might be at a higher rate than they should be. I'll check that after, because that could be an accidental thing from when I was recording my Minecraft. I think they were in 2K, so I don't know if I ever changed those settings. If you did watch those videos, I did like hour-long Minecraft videos with just the gameplay and some music in the background, and I think I had that at 1440p. Which this is only 1080, so it's trying to upscale to 1440, which could be where the lag is coming from. Which that one would be on me. That would definitely be on me. So, anyways, let's get back to the announcement. Hopefully, I don't have to cut too much out of the recording. But first thing we're going to talk about is the game streams. So, whenever I'm not doing anything else, everything's working good. Good. I'm glad everything's working. I have a few different content ideas, so I'm going to lay out the easiest one, the most often done one, which is the games. We're going to be playing games on Twitch. Shocker, right? That's pretty crazy. But we're going to do, it's like a 3-act format, I think is the best way to describe it. We're going to start with a game called Slay the Spire, which is like a card turn-based roguelike dungeon crawling game. That's the best I can describe it. I don't really know what other adjectives I can use, but it's basically a game where you start with a deck of 30 cards. There's like 4 different champions. I don't know how to play one of them. We might do that in stream eventually, but you have the easiest character is Ironclad. He does damage. That's what his character does. He takes a little bit of damage to output more damage, is like his little like gimmick. And you start with 30 cards and you choose, it's a dungeon, you start at the bottom, you go to the top, fight a boss at the end, and you go to another act, you do the same thing, third act, and then you win or you die. I've done 30 plus runs and I've only won once, and that was with Silent, a character that uses poison and quick small attacks in rapid succession, which deal more damage over time. So that was the only one I've ever won. Unfortunately, I didn't record it because it was at like 4 o'clock in the morning because I was awake before work. And I just was like, you know what, I'm going to play. And so I played literally for 2 hours to do that one win. It's a very deep analytical game. You got to do a lot of math. You got to do a lot of min-maxing, which is a lot of fun. The streams, when I do games, when I start, I'm going to be streaming that for about an hour. That's the general runtime of an average run. And I mean, I've won one, and that one was a 2+ hour game. So my averages have been an hour, but I've only made it to like Act 2 and died on the boss going into Act 3. So, but I've been good. I've been doing a lot better. I've learned a lot about the game. I have it on mobile as well, and I've been practicing. If anybody at work is watching, I definitely am not playing at my desk or anything, but I have been practicing a lot and learning a lot about cards. Been watching this guy named Jorbs. He does a lot of videos about it. He's like the #1 Slay the Spire player, and I've learned a lot of stuff from him. Learned a lot of the math and a lot of the small interactions and how to maximize who you're supposed to kill and what you're supposed to do with certain cards. So once I start those streams, that'll be my introductory stream where I'll just jump on. I'll be hanging out with chat because it's very easy to sit there on a turn because there is no turn timer. So I can literally sit there for 2 hours on the same turn doing all of the math on everything and creating spreadsheets of every card I could possibly have and all of the different, what do you call those? Different interactions, the different possibilities of what I could do and choosing which one has the best percent and averaging everything out. So you can take however long you want to do that. So that's a very good introductory stream. I can just get in, I can talk to chat, see what's going on, how everybody's day is, that kind of thing. And then once we, inevitably, we're going to die. I've only won 1 out of 30, so that's a pretty terrible ratio. I don't even know what that percentage is, like 0.2 or something. Very low. And I have over 70 hours in the game already, and I've only won once. So it's a pretty difficult game, especially when you're not supposed to win at the beginning because each character you level up and you get better cards and you get better buffs, basically, if you fight these harder bosses. Elites is what they're called, and also the bosses at the end of the act. They give you power-ups called relics. They give you different things, like they give you more mana to draw more cards or play more cards, or they give you like strength or do more damage to enemies or things like that you can increase your power level, basically. And when you start, all the characters are very low level, and so they don't have very good cards, so it is possible to win, but since it's your first time playing, you have no idea what you're doing. There's no way you're going to win. So it takes about 30 to 40 runs per character in order to actually like have a viable character and a viable deck. So that's a very good introductory stream. Hello, Eli. What's going on? I just paid attention to you there. I was trying to finish my thought. How are you? Thanks for dropping in. It's good to see you. You missed a little bit of the introduction. It's literally, I'm just talking about the beginning of the game stream structure, and we're doing Slay the Spire. That's what I was just discussing. So, anyways, after we do that, we're going to die. More than likely, we're not likely going to win. I'm just going to do the average default run. I'm not going to do any of the daily challenges until we get like actually decently good at the game, and I get tired of playing the daily or the average climb. The Spire climb is what it's called because you're slaying the Spire, you're climbing up a tower, basically. So after that, what we're going to do is we're going to jump over and play what I'm calling the main game, which is whatever Discord group guys in the Discord, whatever they're playing at the time, will probably be what I'm going to stream as well. Usually it'll be like Minecraft or Call of Duty or Halo or whatever other game everybody's onto at the moment, which is currently Halo, because ODST is about to come out, and also Halo 3 actually is like solid now, so we can actually play it. And then Call of Duty, we've been doing a little bit of Warzone, a little bit of multiplayer. We're waiting for Cold War to come out, and then that'll be pretty big. That'll be a good time. So that's most likely what the main game will be, is whatever the Discord guys are playing. If nobody's on Discord when I'm streaming, like if I'm streaming today, like right now, there's literally nobody in Discord. I'm the only one online, and maybe Brad, but Brad's probably offline sitting in League of Legends queue for whatever reason. But there's hardly anybody on Discord at 9 o'clock in the morning. So then I might play something like Minecraft.stream on our server. I'm sure you guys have seen that on the YouTube channel. Or I think I might have streamed it. I know Spencer has streamed it, and I know Sam has streamed it. So if you've probably seen that content somewhere else, I might be on there doing that. Or even playing Melee, because that is kind of like a subcategory of the stream. Is we will be playing Melee unranked, is currently all it is on the rollback Melee. It's a really good connection to play Super Smash Bros. Melee online. You hit me with the host, and you started to stream the day I work. Hey, man. Sorry. I mean, it's Sunday, dude. You gotta do what you gotta do on Sunday, so I understand that. It's literally the only day you work and I don't, kind of thing. So, I appreciate the host, though. I appreciate that a lot. Hopefully I can get some viewers from yours as well. That'd be nice, and I'm sure they'll like my content. I'm doing pretty similar to you, but a little bit different, you know. And we obviously are gonna do collabs. I mean, come on, why wouldn't we? We're the two biggest creators in our friend group, right? So, are we? I mean, Sydney quit, but I mean, if he ever comes back, I guess he's bigger than both of us, kind of, on YouTube anyways. But yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks. I don't have a notification for that because I had to reset Streamlabs. So I'm working on getting all of that stuff back in here, but that's all right. Yeah, and of course, yeah, stay as long as you can. I mean, I don't want to take up your time on your stuff that you're doing, so it'll be on the YouTube channel probably by the end of the day today. I'll probably have it uploaded on Monday just to let it, the render, YouTube talk, basically. You know, you got to have good quality for it to go up. And you gotta wait for a little bit for it to render properly or whatever, and then I'll push it out. So I'll probably get that edited and taken care of after I get off stream here, and then it'll be up tomorrow. So I'll probably tweet it out too. So if you miss anything, or if you have to leave, whatever, just head over to the YouTube channel. It'll be over there. And to the YouTube frogs, hello. We just talked about you. So thanks for coming back, Eli, and watching the video. Because I assume you will, because I mean, come on, I need views, right? So yeah, main game. Playing some Melee. If nobody else is on, I'll be playing Melee with anybody in chat. If you have rollback Melee and you play on your computer, hit me up. We can play. I'm good at the game, but I'm not good at the game, if that makes sense. I'm the best of the friend group, which is pretty much everybody that ever streams or ever plays Melee. You're generally the guy that's the best in your friend group. But I am nasty, so I will say that. And I am down to challenge anybody, because at the end of the day, I got to get better at the game. And it isn't ranked, so there is no... I don't win anything or I don't lose anything. It's just getting better at the game. So if you want to play with me, hit me up in the chat. I'll be more than happy to play with you. And if I don't play it as my main game, it is also going to be my closing game. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, you can, of course, you could also rewatch the stream. I'm pretty sure VODs are enabled on my stream. If they're not, I'm sorry, and I'll try and re-upload. I think it's set. But there's some settings I'm still working on. I'm not a Twitch content creator yet. I'm getting started, so there's probably some stuff that I'm missing. So, but yeah, so the Melee stuff, I'll be doing that because that's my all-time favorite game, and I'm actually like good at it. So of course I want to stream it and I want to play it. So that's pretty much it for the game content ideas. Other things at the end of the stream, I'll play Melee with viewers. I'm gonna discuss like upcoming events, like the other content ideas I'm having, or different things that we might be doing for streams or for YouTube channel, stuff like that. So I don't know if I want this song to play because there is somebody talking in the background. Thank you, though. I do like that song, but not when I'm trying to talk. So moving on, other things. Sorry. Before I move on, other things I might do at the end of the stream are asset creations for the different content ideas I have, or even for this stream itself, because this is pretty skeleton, bare bones scaffolding thrown together in about 30 minutes worth of stuff. So I do need to work on some assets for the stream and for the YouTube channel and for different content ideas. So I may do that at the end of the stream just as something to like wind down and hang out with chat again to see what everybody thought of the day. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the gaming structure. It'll be pretty consistent, not days consistent when I stream, but the structure of how it's going to run when I do game streams, that is going to be pretty consistent. And I will utilize the Twitch schedule. I don't remember exactly how you get to that from here, from where you're watching. It's somewhere. I think you had to go to my channel. You got to click on my name, and it should be in like a tab, I think. So those should be consistent for anytime I'm going to play a game. I'm gonna try and keep that up to date for my game streams. But you keep hearing me talk about game streams, so what else would I be streaming on Twitch? Which is actually a pretty big announcement, which is pretty much the main idea for what this announcement is. I appreciate that, Eli. It does look very nice for about 30 minutes of work. I will say I did a pretty good job on that. But I will still be working on it and still working on overlays and things like that to kind of clean it up and make it more structured, because you got it. It's got to look good. So, other idea. This is the main idea, the main reason for why I'm doing an announcement stream is because I'm going to be starting a talk show. Not just any talk show, not just a whatever content idea that's, thrown together. This is something I've been working on for about 2 to 3 weeks, probably. I've been talking to a few people in the Discord, a few other people, and we've decided this is a really good idea. We'd initially tried about a year or two ago, we initially tried to do a thing called Let's Discuss Entertainment with the Marvel Talk, and also the What's New podcast with myself, Jacob, Alex, and Spencer. That didn't really pan out. We made about 10 episodes. Guests were Sam and Rachel. They were fun. We didn't really have a good structure. It was kind of just whatever we wanted to talk about, we'd throw it into a podcast. But after some discussion, some ideas, we decided that it needs to be more structured and we need a better understanding of what the content is. So this is Nerd Out with O Nerd is what the overall show name is. So very clever, I know, because my name is O Nerd and let's nerd out. We're literally going to be talking about our favorite things, what we enjoy to do, different nerd culture things, also things that we know a lot about. So the one that we've been working on the most, myself and Spencer, we have been talking about doing a tech talk show, tech podcast, tech discussion video stream for like 2 years. Because if you don't know, we're both network admin graduates from Lakeland College. He's going on to Eastern to do cybersecurity doctorate. I don't know. He's crazy doing too much school, but he's doing that, and I'm currently working as a network administrator at a bank. So we like technology. We like talking about technology. We like talking about everything to do with the tech industry. So we are going to be starting a talk show about tech, cyber chat, internet entry, niche networking. We haven't really come up with a good idea for the name itself, but that'll be what we talk about. We'll probably do that 2-ish times a month, more than likely. We'll discuss whatever's currently in the news. Like, I think we're going to probably talk about Intel's whatever, maybe the NVIDIA 30 series or 3K series. I don't know exactly what they're naming that group. The 3070, 3080, and 3090 graphic cards that they just came out with. They just do 8K, 60 frames per second streaming and video. It's going to be crazy. It's only like $400 for the 3070. Stupid, easy money. But we'll be talking about stuff like that, other things like what we're doing in our home labs. We just actually got 2 servers from the bank that I work at. We're decommissioned. They're really old and kind of jank. But different project ideas that we're going to be working on, like Raspberry Pi builds that I've been doing, which I'm sure you've seen in the Discord or in the YouTube. I have that Pi-hole video, things like that. We'll discuss stuff like that, configurations, how-tos, what we're doing with our home network, things we're learning about in the tech news, stuff like that. So that's the one that kind of started this entire idea of Nerd Out with O Nerd, is we want to do that show, but then I also wanted to do other shows, so I was trying to think of a way to integrate all of this together. So that's when I hit up Sam, Dakota, Sydney, and Jeremiah actually hit me up with the content idea. So Sam's is basically the What's New Podcast 2.0. It's going to be whatever Sam decides to talk about, we're going to do. I forget what he is going to name it, but it's pretty much what's on your mind, what is inside Sam's brain. Me and Sam are going to sit down and talk about whatever Sam wants to talk about for about an hour and a half, which that talk show is very freeform and will be all over the place. We'll be talking about whatever. More than likely, it's going to be game releases or games we're currently playing. And he's going to come with all the ideas, and I'm just going to bounce off of it and try and make it into content. And his is really geared towards in case somebody else can't make their stream or whatever. So we are going to be using his as a backup idea more than anything. So in case somebody has to, they're busy doing something else or can't make that time or whatever, Sam said he'd more than likely be around, and he's down to do it whenever. So that's what his is for. It'll be whatever he wants to come up with, whatever we talk about. Sydney's, I really want to talk to Sydney because Sydney is a very interesting guy. He is hilarious. He's got great concepts, great ideas. And also, I don't want to see him leave YouTube or Twitch. I want to see the content that he creates because he does a very good job. His Minecraft series is like 90-some videos. They're like 30 minutes long, and I've watched every single one of them. He has the ability to do very well, and I don't want to see him fall off. I want his content, if that makes any sense. But he doesn't have time to do the YouTube videos, can't sit down, can't record, can't edit, can't upload, can't keep up on all of the social media. So I'm going to do that for him, basically. He's going to come on my show. We're going to talk about all the stuff that he knows, history or band or Minecraft, different content things. Probably mostly history because he is a history major and he wants to talk about that. So it's kind of like an outlet for him to discuss what he's learning in classes, what he knows, what he doesn't know, and I don't know much about history, really. I've took a few history classes. I know some things about history. I know a lot of tech history, but I don't know much about, like, war history, which is, like, his niche. So that'll be interesting to talk about because I do find that interesting, but I don't find reading articles from 30 to 40 years ago that interesting. So having him come in and talk about it, having a fresh outlook on it, I think is a really good idea, actually. So that's what his is. The band thing is because he is in the EIU Marching Panthers. So I think he's like a section leader or something. I don't know. Sydney, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's a really good trumpet player and he enjoys band. And I was in band for like 6 years and I enjoy band too. So I would like to talk about that. If he wants to talk about it, I'm down. Other people that had shows, I think that, Dakota's is one that we wanted to start with the Marvel Talk on the Let's Discuss Entertainment channel. We did one video. It was the Captain Marvel Talk with me, Jacob, and Spencer. We went out and watched Captain Marvel in theaters and came back and talked about it. Pretty much hated on the movie. The movie isn't really that bad when you go back and look at it, but it definitely was a step away from Captain Marvel from the comics. So that's pretty much what we had to say about it. But I did recently go back. I watched it like 2 days ago. The movie is not that bad. Carol Danvers is not that bad as a character that they decided to use for the MCU, but that is retrospect after we watched Endgame and Infinity War, and we saw what Carol actually did and her kind of involvement in the universe. But Brie Larson, don't like her. She's not a very good actress in my opinion. She does not play Carol Danvers well. Equally, they did not write Carol Danvers' character in a very good light, so kind of hard to work with that. Brie Larson's not a good improv character as good as like Robert Downey Jr. is, who really embodied the character of Tony Stark. So it's kind of hard for a new actress to jump in on a 10-year universe that's already been built, and you got to jump in as a fresh, brand new. This is the first time you've been in one of these types of movies, so I'm cutting a little bit of slack on that, I will say. But Dakota's Marvel Talk 2.0, basically. We're going to be talking about comic books. We're going to talk about DC. We're going to talk about Marvel. We're going to talk about any sort of comic book entertainment. It can be directly comic books. It can be from the movies. It could be the TV shows like WandaVision, Hawkeye, and the other guy. All that stuff. I think it's just Hawkeye, Loki's TV show, all that stuff. We will be talking about it. I think we will be going back. We will be like watching. I haven't watched any of the X-Men. I haven't watched any of the terrible Fantastic Four. I've only watched the first Sam Raimi movie. So it'll basically be like a mini, we're going to tweet out. I'm going to tweet out whatever we're going to be talking about. Most of that stuff's going to be pretty structured. So, like, I'm going to watch Spider-Man 2, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. If you want to watch that video and then come in the chat the following week, we could talk about it and discuss the movie, how good, how bad it was, how it holds up compared to whenever it first came out, because he watched it when it first came out, Dakota did, and I just watched it in 2020. So what are the differences? What can we take away? What was going on? Things like that. That's the idea, because I want to talk about comics. I really enjoy comics. I think that's a very underappreciated content idea. There's only like a few people that I know that do that. The main one, Comics Explained, Robert Jefferson. He's an incredibly good content creator. He does insane videos about comic books, and he does talk about the Marvel Universe. He does talk about everything DC. So that's kind of what I'm modeling my show off of, is what he's already talked about. So it's not going to be anything new. This stuff's been out forever, but it'll be my take on what it is and ideas moving forward for all of the new Marvel stuff, because the MCU is crazy, man. Like, insanely good. Kevin Feige knows how to produce and write that stuff. So that's what we're talking about for him. And finally, I think the last show that we have nailed down 100% is going to happen is my show with Jeremiah. And Jeremiah actually approached me after I had asked him if he wanted to give me some notes, give me some ideas on the current shows that we already have. And he actually came back with, I want my own show. And I was just like, all right, Jeremiah, what you got? What you got for me? And his idea, we don't have a name for it or really anything yet. It might be a few months down the line before we really nail it down, because he doesn't have that great of internet, so we got to figure out a good way to stream that with him, which we're still working on it because his situation is a little bit different than everybody else's. So his idea is soundtracks that pertain to media. It doesn't necessarily have to be watching a movie. It doesn't have to be like the Avengers theme when it first plays in Avengers. That's the idea, is once that song is playing, how does that elevate the scene that we're currently watching? That's the general idea. But he's also, majority of the stuff he watches is anime, which is heavily sound-based media. Like, that song that is played really enhances what you're watching. Like, if it wasn't there, or it was a different song, it would completely change the emotion of what you're watching. That's how anime works. So his idea is, that's what we're going to talk about, is how does this song improve upon what we're watching, or how does the lack of emotion in the song portray the characters that are on screen, which is it's an incredible idea. I've seen that a few other places on YouTube, and it doesn't do that well, but that's because YouTube frogs hate smart people. I don't know. For some reason, things that are long form don't work well on YouTube, but are incredibly good pieces of content. Which that's what I'm doing. Is it's not about making money. It's not about having longevity on the platform. I'm not trying to get the millions of views. I'm trying to make art. That's what I'm doing. All of the videos that I've ever done have been a piece of art that I have deemed, this is my piece that I have created. And I am happy with it, whether it gets 2 views or 100 views. It's all meant to be. It's like painting. I'm painting for myself. I'm not painting for you. I'm not selling that. I mean, I don't paint, but a lot of painters, they don't sell it. I mean, some do, because they do it as it's their job, but they started with the love of, I just wanted to paint whatever's on my mind. So that's how I'm treating content creation. It's the same way. I could care less if it gets 100 views. If it gets nobody's watching my stream, that's fine, because I am still developing, like, myself. I'm still learning things. I'm still hanging out with somebody. We're still discussing. We're still broadening our horizons. And if I can get views and I can get money off it, it's awesome. And I'd be happy to share that with other people. Like, that's awesome. That's the best part about doing this. So those are the ideas for the talk show called Nerd Out with O Nerd. So I hope that's a really good idea. I'm thinking that's going to be pretty cool. And that will be on the streams as well. We'll be doing each one of those about once a month. So that's like 4 or 5 shows a month. The rest of the time would be gaming streams. Yeah, I think that pretty much tops that topic. So moving on to the next thing is upcoming collaborations with different content creators, which of course The talk show is a collab with Spencer, Sam, Sydney, Jeremiah, Dakota, and anybody else in the Discord that wants to hang out and talk and be guests on the shows. But I have a few solid ideas for other people that I want to integrate in that aren't in the Discord, that aren't already kind of doing content or are doing content elsewhere. So the big one is, of course, Eli. You saw him in chat, Yonian. He runs daily, pretty much daily streams where he plays Call of Duty, or I think you were playing Minecraft a few times. You were playing on Bedrock or whatever, but those are his two main games that he plays, and I'm thinking we got some pretty good ideas for collabs we want to do. I'm not going to, like, spoil them all, but a few ideas that we have are playing. Obviously, we'll play Warzone. We'll be playing Cold War when it comes out. He can come in and play Minecraft on our Java Edition server if he wants. I'm down to do that. A few requests from people, from my viewers. They want to play Hyperscape. It's a Ubisoft game. I've never heard of it. I've never played it. Me and Eli are down to do a collab on that. We haven't really came up with a good time to do it, but me and him will be doing game streams with that. So that will be happening in the future. Me and Eli will be doing a lot of collabs together. It'll more than likely be more on my time streams than his time streams. There'll be a few times it'll overlap, and that'll be good. The beard is nice. Thank you, Eli. I did notice that myself when I was looking at it. It is actually coming in fairly well. Boston is not a fan, unfortunately, of the beard at all. She would rather me have no beard at all, which is kind of yikes for me. But I will probably be cutting it down here soon to let it grow more evenly around, because it isn't even all the way around, and also there's some flyaways that I need to trim up, but I just haven't done it yet. So I will be getting it trimmed fairly soon. Same thing with my hair. It is kind of a mess right now. So I'm working on it. Thank you for noticing. So yeah, those collabs will be happening with me and Eli. I think a few other ones. Jonathan, my cousin, Fire Scorpion, I think is what he's known as on Twitch. He's been doing, I think he played Fall Guys recently, actually. He is trying to come back to streaming. He wants to do some of that stuff. So me and him will be doing some content together. The general thing we'll probably be playing is maybe Warzone if he's got it. Probably Minecraft, because I know he's got Java Edition. But him and my uncle, Jordan, they really want to play Don't Starve together. That's an indie game. I'll discuss it at some point. It's called Don't Starve. It's a very unknown game. Eli says, I have looked at Hyperscape a bit and I think it would be easy dubs for us. Yeah, it looks like it. I've watched one video on it and it looks pretty simple. It looks like a generic futuristic-ish BR, which I'm not a huge, not very good at BRs. I am very good at first-person shooters, but for some reason the BR formula, I don't know how to move around the map. I don't know how to loot effectively. That kind of thing, but over time, as I get good at it, of course, I'll get better at it. So, yeah, I think that is a pretty good idea. I think that could gain some traction when Warzone is, because obviously it's in a lull right now. In between the time of Modern Warfare to Cold War, people aren't sure what's going to be happening, so it's going to be slowing down on viewership because less people will be playing it because they're not sure if it's worth their time to be streaming that or something else. So Hyperscape will be a good injection into both of our streams to kind of get a different audience and pull some more people in. So I think that is a good idea. So yeah, the Don't Starve Together, it's an indie game where you don't starve, you got to survive, and you can play together with a couple of people. So myself, Jonathan, and Joe, we will probably be playing that at some point. My uncle hit me up a while back about it. He's finally got internet at his house. I think he's got a decent schedule for all of when he works and when he's home, so we might be able to do some streams like that in the future, which would be pretty exciting. And also, other big news, kind of like the second reason why I'm doing this, is the vlogs. The vlogs are coming back, everybody. I know I've had a lot of people asking me, where are the vlogs? Where's your home decor, home video? And to answer that question, it's still on my SD card. Hasn't even been edited. But we moved in like 2-3 months ago, and I haven't had time to do anything with it. So there's some content there that I still got to work on. But me and Boston moved into an apartment. People don't know. We're going to be starting the vlog channel on Quentin Ridgely. I'll probably be renaming it to Quentin and Boston or something like that. Boston and Quentin, whichever way sounds better. Haven't decided yet. But that will be where we do our not daily vlogs. We'll be doing vlogs about our day. That's a completely different sentence, depending on how you say that. So we'll be doing videos probably every weekend she's not working. We'll be doing whatever content we can come up with, because she wants to vlog. She actually approached me and said, hey, why aren't we vlogging yet? So that one's on me, everybody. I just haven't done it yet. But we have decided that we will be doing that soon. That'll all be on the YouTube channel, on a different channel, because it'll be a different audience. People that watch lifestyle YouTubers do not watch gaming YouTubers. Just not a very big overlap. It's not. Don't know why. Just didn't. So stuff like that, that'll be on a different channel, because it is different content, and it is very different content than the content here. So that'll be happening on my Quentin Ridgely channel. I don't have it linked on any of my social media. Sorry. You just had to find it. I think it is linked on my YouTube, actually, because it's one of my sub channels. But so that is happening. That is some good idea that we have. But I think that pretty much covers all of the content that I will be creating. So a few things. I'll try and quickly get through this. I'm trying to do this under an hour to not have an insanely long YouTube video. But the next idea, not even an idea, it kind of is, but you've noticed down below I have the raw amount and the sub goal ideas down there at the bottom. So those, how that's working is the raw amount is literally donation goals. People are donating money to me for this, and then sub goals is once I actually can start gaining subs, that money is going to be accruing as well. So the idea for both of those, the goal is to, whichever one wins, the other one is being gifted to charity. Crazy idea, I know. I haven't really nailed down the math on the sub goals. If the sub goal wins, that is ideal, because then I could just dump the raw amount that has been donated to a charity. It's a lot easier. But if the donation goal wins, I have to tally up the subs every month that they've occurred. So yeah, the math on that's a little bit harder. I haven't fully figured out the how that's going to work, or how much money that's going to end up being. But what the money is for, what you're actually donating for, is to allow me to buy a streaming PC in order to stream heavier games. Because Warzone, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream that, because my CPU is maxed out on that game. It's literally 92%. I don't know why. I do have an older chip. It's Core i5 7600K. It is about 3 or 4 years old now, so it is kind of lacking. So some heavier games like that are having issues even just playing. Like I can play it at 1080 60 frames, but I can't do anything else on my computer. So I need a streaming PC in order to alleviate that, so I can still stream at 1080p quality and still play the game at the same time. So I may or may not be streaming Warzone. I don't know. I hope I can. I'm going to try, but we will see. But the real reason why I'm doing it is because I want to play Star Citizen. So if you've never heard of Star Citizen, it is a game that is the most ambitious indie space travel game you've ever seen. And it does not hold back. This game has been in development for 10 years. It is one complete world. The entire galaxy is one instance. Actually, there's 3 separate servers you can join. But when you load into the game, you are rendering the entire universe, technically. And all of the players, all the time. So you gotta have an extremely powerful PC. Currently, the highest possible build, which this is counting for the 2080 Ti's, things like that, the Strix overclocked, all that stuff, the AMD Threadripper, which got 64 cores and all those threads. Biggest possible build, which is like a $20,000+ build, only gets 2K at 1440 frames per second. To put that in perspective, you can play Minecraft on that same build at 2,000 frames a second at like 300 and some odd frames. Insane. Like, these builds are insanely fast. You can I don't even understand how fast it is most of the time. But this game is so intensive, and the quality of level that you can play at on that game to make it look so realistic literally slows down the current best PCs you could possibly buy on the consumer market. There are a couple server high-end industry builds that can do a better job at running, but those cost millions of dollars. So this game is very computer resource intensive. so I need to have a streaming PC to play that. So that is the actual idea of what that is. That's why I want the streaming PC, is for that game, because I like that game. It's got a great concept. I've been watching it for a few years. It's actually in a stable point where my current computer can play it at 720 60 frames, and it's all low settings, but I can still play it. So having that streaming PC allows me to play at the 1080 level and be fine. So that's what that is. And of course, like I said earlier, if the donation goal wins, I donate all of the money from the sub goal that's currently accrued to a charity. I haven't figured out which charity yet, but I don't need all that money. That's not the purpose of what these goals are for. The goal is to first buy my computer, and whatever I have left over is going to go straight to charity. I don't need that money. And then after that point, people are going to be staying in. They're going to be supporting me. I'm going to get that money back eventually. I'm going to be able to still support the stream, so I'm going to be able to play anyways. Even if I don't make the money. Like right now, I don't need the money in order to stream. It's self-sufficient because I work enough and I stream in the off time that I can pay for it. So any extra money, it's cool. And I'm going to donate a lot of it because I don't need a lot of it. I'm just enough. Because I ain't no Jeff Bezos. I mean, power up Jeff Bezos, you make that money, you run that business. Power up my guy, but I don't need it. I don't need that money. I don't have any reason to do that. So if I can help, I'm going to help. And I think that covers those two goal ideas. That isn't a selfish reasoning. I mean, there is. I'm obviously going to gain from it because it is my time. I should be making some money off of it. I should be able to use that money however I want to use it for. If that makes any sense. So, finally, I think that pretty much covers it. A general schedule is weekdays from about 5 to 6 p.m. to about 9:30-ish p.m. I will be streaming. It could be the content for the talk shows. It could be game streams. Those will be happening weekdays around those times, 5 to 6 to 9:30, playing with whoever is on Discord or by myself. It won't be consistently Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but it will be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday that I do those streams. Probably 2 to 3 of those per week, and then every other Saturday, Sunday, from about 9 to noon, 9 to 1, like right now, I will be also streaming. So that will be today. Is just a one-off event that I happen to have time to do this, but next week is the beginning of the first week allowing me to stream. So it'll be that Saturday, this coming Saturday, Sunday, which is like the 13th, and the 12th and the 13th, which is Saturday, Sunday. I believe I'll be on stream. I'm not sure exactly what we'll be doing, but I will be on stream for sure those 2 days. Every other Saturday, Sunday, I will be on stream regardless. If I'm playing games or doing talk shows, that will be happening. But the weekdays, not 100% of the time will it be every Tuesday or every Wednesday or every Thursday or every Friday, but I will be on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I will tweet out, hopefully about a week, more than likely a month in advance, regardless. So be checking the Twitter, which if you are here, you probably have seen it. It will be on my, probably on my main Twitter. I will tweet it, but sometimes I might tweet on my second account, the Owner Gaming account, and then retweet it with my main. Just really depends on what I'm deciding to do with it. But check Twitter for both of those informations. That's where that schedule will be posted whenever I get it. And on Twitch, the schedule tab will have all of my game streams that I have set up for the month. So those are the dates that I will be around and be on and doing stuff. And pretty much covers, I think that's pretty much my entire pad here. My notepad that I have set up for all of my notes. But looking at it, yeah, that pretty much covers it. I don't really have any other YouTube ideas outside of that. A lot of this stuff will be edited and posted on YouTube within the following week, if not the next 2 days. So yeah, that pretty much covers my entire announcement stream. To do one last announcement, I guess, the first talk show, I think me and Spencer have decided that about 10 a.m. next Saturday, so the 12th, Saturday the 12th at about 10 a.m., we will be talking about tech. It will be our first tech show. It'll be the pilot episode for the entire idea of Nerd Out Without Nerd. I personally will probably be on about 9:30, just to make sure everything's set up and good to go, have good notes, get chat involved and see how everybody's doing, and Spencer will be getting connected with me about 10 a.m. because I think he's got some stuff he's doing early in the morning. Maybe, I'm not exactly sure, but that will be our first show. So for sure, come in and check that out. I hope to see everybody there. Other things, I will probably be streaming Tuesday. I might stream tomorrow, actually, because tomorrow, the 7th, Boston is working early in the morning. I think it's like 6 to noon, so I might be on from like 9 to noon. I might do some gaming. I don't know yet. I might do that, but I don't work tomorrow, which is pretty exciting. So I might be on here. I don't know really what else the rest of that schedule is for the rest of this week or the rest of the month, so I can't guarantee any weekdays that I will be streaming, but for sure this coming Saturday I will be on about 10 a.m. So go ahead and check those out. That'll be dope. That'll be awesome. I don't know why this guy's talking underneath me. Thanks for that, YouTube frogs. Thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. This has been your boy Owner or Quentin, and pretty much that's all I got. I'll see you. Hopefully, I'll see you guys on Twitch. But if not, then you just got to be on YouTube, man. That stuff will be there. That stuff will be archived. It'll be a good time. I think we got some pretty good ideas. I think this is going to be pretty exciting. So yeah, if there's anybody in chat that's got any questions about anything that needs some clarification on what's going on, feel free to ask me. I'll be here for about probably 8 more minutes or so. I don't want to be over an hour. So Q&A, if anybody's got anything for me, if you got any questions, go ahead and hit me up. I'm going to be reading the chat here. Hanging out for about 8 minutes or so. So yeah, if you got anything, feel free. I don't even know who's all in chat because I don't have that open. I think there's a way that I can. Oh yeah, there's users in chat right there. Users, another TT viewer, Commander, Root, Luxor, and Thicker. Whoever you guys are, hello. Thanks for being in my chat. You can talk if you want. You don't have to. You can lurk. I like lurkers. I'm a lurker on Twitch myself. But yeah, we have 2 bots. So I don't know who the other guys are. They're probably bots too. But hello. I will say any of the guests I will be having we'll be having some guests on the talk shows. Like I think Jeremiah will probably be a guest for the tech show because he is also becoming a net admin at Lakeland, so he's going to be able to keep up with a lot of our conversations about networking and network administration and cybersecurity and things like that. Sam could potentially be on there because he does keep up with the NVIDIA's stuff, Intel's graphics, CPUs, things like that. So he might be able to talk about content on there as well and keep up with the conversation. Brad Bruce, the Angry Pigeon, he will probably be a reoccurring guest on Sam's show more than likely because everybody could be a guest on Sam's show because it's a little bit of whatever Sam wants to talk about. So if Sam wants them on there, they can be on there, kind of thing. Yeah. And as for Dakota's, I don't know who else really knows a lot about comic books in general, but I know Sam and Spencer both keep up with the MCU, and Spencer is really deep into that understanding of it, so he might come on our talk show every once in a while. We'll see. But I think that pretty much. And then, of course, anybody else that happens to want to do it and has a very good reason to be on there, anybody could probably do Jeremiah's if they have a really good idea, like Spencer with Dragon Ball Z or the Avatar: The Last Airbender. A lot of us have watched through that, and that has a lot of things we can talk about the music involved because that is a pivotal role in the overall story of how that music pertains to everything. So we'll have a lot of different people on there. The idea is the first episode of each one will be me and that person. That's it, to kind of start the formula. Probably the first 2 even, just to clarify who the main hosts are of the show. And then have the other guests in the following shows to kind of elevate and change discussion so we don't go on a circular loop. We get fresh new ideas, fresh takes on stuff. So I think that pretty much covers the guests I have for the shows. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in my notes that I've missed. I'm just scrolling through, making sure I got everything. I do have a few game ideas for the ending streams. They're very, very lightweight games that don't need a lot of concentration or a lot of time. Things like Mario Kart Double Dash and Mario Kart Wii, I have been doing a lot of speedrunning on. A lot of those, I don't have good lap times at all. I've literally just started doing both of those and learning the techniques to actually like play them efficiently. So I might be doing some of that on stream just for fun. I might do some YouTube video editing on stream. I might do some Discord bot development on stream. I might do some other Python projects that I have, like a Twitch bot or a Twitter bot. I have a few Docker projects for my home lab for different things to like do storage, do network routing, do video production, hard drive cold storage ideas and developments and stuff like that. And also have a few Python pen testing projects, like working on making a password cracking device, things like that, which I may do on stream to just to have somewhere to put that content so that I can actually, like, you know, it's not just me sitting for 3 hours by myself not doing anything, but allows me to like interact with other people while I'm doing it and explain what I'm doing and help myself learn what I'm doing and make sure I fully understand what I'm building, what I'm implementing into my own network. So that stuff will probably be things that I'll do at the end of the stream. Those are a couple different ideas I have there. Asset creation, I think I talked about building assets for this stream, building it for a couple other people. Devin, hey, what's going on? You're late, but you're here. So yeah, we just about finished up the stream. I pretty much covered everything. You can go back and watch the VOD. I'm pretty sure it's going to stay up. I think I have that set right. If not, check out YouTube tomorrow. It should be uploaded then. But yeah, you are very late. I was actually just about to end stream here in about 2 minutes. So I don't know if I've even told you anything, have I? I don't think I sent you the spoiler or anything like that. Yeah, for sure, watch the VOD. Yeah, I don't think I've told you anything, so sorry. But Yep. But hey, you were like the third person to show up, so that's pretty good. I won't say anything bad about that. I gotta have those concurrent viewers. So I will take those. That is a W in my book, for sure. But it's only gonna be about an hour. But you could probably cut it down to about 40-ish minutes if you cut through a lot of the rambling and the first like 10 minutes of me not really talking, because I was verifying that everything was functioning properly. So it won't be that bad of a watch. But I will probably be on Discord here in about like 30 minutes or so, Devin. If you want to hang out, I could probably actually just, give you the rundown if you don't really want to watch the whole thing. I would prefer it if you still watch the whole thing, because I got to get that watch time, got to have those viewers. But if you don't want to do that, I will be on Discord here in about an hour. I do have to go take care of a few things once I'm off stream here, like, taking out the trash, doing a little bit of cleaning. But other than that, yeah, you gotta have watch time, man. Well, you gotta have watch time, not necessarily on Twitch. I just need very little. I think it actually is concurrent viewers and followers, because the watch time, it's like I just have to stream 7 unique hours in a week. I think 7 different days, something like that, for like an hour to 2 hours. So the watch time on Twitch doesn't matter, but watch time on YouTube, I gotta have 4,000 plus watch time in a year. Very easy number to get to. I was at like 360 last year, so I was really close, and I didn't even do content every day. I just had kind of slightly longer form videos, like 30 plus minutes, so it's really easy to get to that number, but I just have to, in order to get the partnership on YouTube, in order to have ads and have a unique URL, you gotta have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 view hours in a year. And the subscriber count is, once I hit 1,000, that counts. But if I go under, it resets. So as long as I'm over 1,000 by the time I get the 4,000 viewership, I'm partnered. So that's why I need it. So yeah, there you go. You basically copy pasted those achievements, but I do appreciate that because I don't remember them off the top of my head. So 50 followers, stream 7 days at different hours, add some concurrent viewership, and yeah, I think it's 3 or 4. Is it 5? It might even be 5. Because I know to get affiliate, it's pretty low numbers, and then to be partnered, you got to be affiliate plus, like, isn't subs? You got to have a sub number. You got to do like a whole bunch of streams in a month, something like that. But those are goals that'll happen when they happen. I'm not actively trying to achieve any of them. I'm not grinding daily streams or daily YouTube videos to get them quickly. But if they happen when they happen, that'll be a cool celebration. That'll be exciting, and I will be happy when it happens, and I'll probably celebrate it. But it's not something I'm currently actively working towards as efficiently as possible, if that makes any sense. I'm not doing the optimal route, but I think that pretty much covers the video. So, YouTube people, if you're still here, which I probably could have cut you out a while ago, which I know I did an outro, but I'm going to do an official outro pretty much now. Yeah. I think that's it. That's all I got, really. But I will say, since Devin, you aren't here, I did say a little bit ago that I do plan on streaming tomorrow. More than likely, I'll be back on 9 to noon. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be playing. Probably Melee with whoever. But if there's some people on Discord, because you guys might be. I don't know what you guys are doing on Labor Day, but I might be streaming in the morning something with the boys. So if you guys have something better to stream, no, I'm not going to play Smite. Sorry. But we can play Among Us if you want. I guess I might have to buy it if we do that. I don't want to play Among Us or Fall Guys. It doesn't really fit into my... I don't enjoy those types of games. That's just me personally. But if you guys are down to do it and everybody's going to be on tomorrow morning, I guess we'll do it. But that's whatever. If we do it, we do it. If we don't, we don't. I could be talked into playing pretty much any game as long as you guys are enjoying it too. But if everybody starts like hating to play the game, like everybody eventually hates playing Call of Duty and Halo. So you definitely won't be on tomorrow morning. That's all right, Devin. Not everybody's a morning person. A lot of you guys are up till about 2 a.m. because you are still on the college grind and you got to be up late. So I don't blame you for not being awake at 9 a.m., especially on a holiday. I don't blame you at all. But I just am, so I might as well use this time to make content, right? Makes sense to me. So yeah, I'll probably be streaming for sure tomorrow. So even if you're not doing anything. Oh, look at that. I just got a notification that Fire Scorpion 2K is currently streaming. So I think we'll probably actually raid him. That is my cousin. If you weren't here earlier, he's the guy that I said was like playing Fortnite or Fall Guys. I'm assuming he was playing Fortnite, but he's 13 years old, maybe 14. He's a freshman in high school. He's not from this area, so you guys don't know who he is, but I am trying to support him as best I can in content creation because he doesn't want to get into it. I mean, he's down for like the money reasons, because everybody who starts wanting to make content thinks that it's going to be a viable career that they can live off of, but it isn't really. I mean, you got to be like literally the top 1% in order to make the living properly. You can be, I mean, even the top 1% is like a couple thousand people, so you can get there. It's possible. You could do it if you try hard enough, but it is a lot of money and a lot of time up front, and a long grind at this point because you aren't the first mover in the platform. You gotta make up for the 3 years of lost time on Twitch and the 5 to 10 plus years on YouTube. So it's pretty rough to do, but it is possible. There are people that have done it. So yeah, I think we're probably gonna raid him. So I don't expect any of you guys to actually watch him, but I am gonna jump into his stream for a hot minute and hang out. So yeah, I mean, you don't have to watch him. I don't know how good his quality is or anything, so I don't blame you guys for leaving the stream. So I'm going to attempt to do that now. It's been a hot minute since I've actually used this feature, especially live. I have it preset to do that when I'm offline to host a few people. So I'm going to try this very quickly. Let's go here. Make sure my stream is muted in the background. I want to go to Stream Manager, right? creator dashboard, that's what it's called. I'm going to go to Stream Manager there. I think it's one of these quick actions, isn't it? Yeah, there's a raid channel button right here. Pick the channel. Let's see. Is he Fire S? Oh, how do you even spell that? Is he still online or did he go offline? He may have went back offline. Oh, it looks like he's playing Minecraft, I think. It looks like he's playing Minecraft. So, Fire Scorp. It says he's in it. So we're going to try and raid him. I'm going to try and play him real quick, but I don't want the sound. Yeah, it says he's offline right now, so I don't know if he actually is streaming. I'm going to check really quick before I actually try and host him. Yeah, it says he just went offline. He was online 5 minutes ago, so I think he's still working on it. Yeah, see you, Devin. Have a good day. Like I said, I'll probably be in the Discord in about an hour, so I'll see you soon if you're down. Oh yeah, looks like you played Among Us the other day. Well, if he ever does come back on stream here in about 2 minutes, I'll host him. But if not, I'm gonna currently look for somebody else to host and just give him whoever two viewers. But yeah, bye Devin, bye. See you in a little bit, probably, maybe. But if he ever comes back online, we'll get him. If not, I'll probably actually take you guys over to Comics Explained, who was the guy I was talking about the comic book stuff. He's currently doing a 24-hour stream about all of his content he's ever created for comic books. He is just playing them all from start to finish, from the very first video he's ever done to the video he made yesterday. So it's actually incredible. I think he's like 1/3 of the way through. He's done about 10 days worth of content, like 10 streams straight, like days straight. He's been doing this, which is incredible. And he's been on a few times. He did a book read. I think he did Alice in the Wonderland book read, which is like a content thing he does on a different channel where he reads a book in his sexy voice, is what he calls it. But he's a really funny guy. I do recommend his channel. Robert Jefferson, that YouTube channel is about like his lifestyle, his ideas. He does a lot of stuff, he does a lot of political stuff on there because he does have a lot of opinions about it. He is a African-American descended man, and he does understand the Black Lives Matter movement and how politics plays a role in that. So if you want that perspective, I mean, go check it out. I don't want to be racially insensitive or anything like that on my channel, but I'm just giving you context of who he is. So he makes some good content there, and then Comics Explained YouTube channel and Twitch, he talks about comic books because he's a huge comic nerd, which is incredible. But yes, I don't know if Fire Scorpion's gonna get online here, so we can't actually host him. So I'm gonna check very quickly. I'm going to check the Melee streamers to see if there's somebody I enjoy watching, and I might just drop them a host and hang out there for a hot minute. But it says I have 4 viewers now, so I don't know who joined, but welcome. I'm about to leave, so that's a bit unfortunate that you joined. No, there's not anybody streaming on there that I want to raid. But it doesn't look like Jonathan's getting back on. So I think I'm going to go ahead and... Yeah, I'm going to send you over to Comics Explained. So feel free to watch that. He's not live or anything, so you can't really interact. But if you just want to see what that content's about, I'm going to throw you over there. But and now I got to figure out how to do that. Let's go ahead and go to Raid Channel, Comics Explained, start Raid. So how does that work? About 10 seconds. We jump over there. Cool. See what happens. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. This has been Quentin Road Nerd. Bye bye. Have a good day.